Well, that is a nice copper coin, but oh, Doug, do you know what time it is?
45 up.
Who says 45 up, Doug? It's quarter after.
The legend wasn't just a machine. It was a promise. Between us and the ground beneath your feet. A tool that earned trust the only way that matters. One hunt at a time. But trust isn't where it ends. It's where evolution begins. Built on the DNA of a proven machine. Reforged by the voices of those who used it. Shaped by experience. Designed for tomorrow. Because what you're searching for isn't just buried treasure. It's connection to history, to the thrill, to the silence right before the sound. And sometimes, what you unearth isn't just a coin. It's proof that the story isn't over. The legend continues. With you. Because legends don't die, they evolve.
Whoa, that thing was pretty darn fancy, huh? What's up, guys? Court Order here, and welcome to the Nokta Legend 2 World Premiere Spectacular. And let me tell you guys, had a lot of issues today, not with the Legend, but with the setup, trying to get the extra camera for you guys to see it. This might not work out real well, but it's live. I do intend on putting a lot of videos out on the machine. It's going to be really exciting. I'm anticipating a lot of people today. I'm going to go in and slow the chat down just a little bit. They call it that slow mode. That way people can get their things in. I'll put it at 25 seconds. So let me do that. I'm going to bring in, hello everybody too. I know I'm not going to be able to interact with the chat today, but I will say I see some names in there. Thank you, everybody. Weird Guy in the Park is here. Mudswa Calabash is here. Functionert, Gru Shepherd. There's probably going to be some international people here. Thank you, everyone that's coming. And like I said, you're probably not going to be able to see as much as I want you to see because the setup just isn't working live. But there's going to be a ton of stuff coming out in the near future. And before I do anything, let me bring in, of course, my lovely co-host, Miss Vanna White. I mean, Dog Tag Doug.
Who, me?
How are you, Dougie?
I'm almost that good looking.
Yeah,
Almost.
Doug, I'm a little disappointed. I just couldn't get the things to work.
When you said you were disappointed, I thought it was with how I looked.
No, I'm just used to how that's been a disappointment for so many.
Okay.
All right, listen, let me start off, guys. Mark and Dilek are coming on in 10 minutes, 7:30. To talk, what the heck was that noise? To talk about the new Nokta Legend 2. Now, we've got a lot of things we're going to give away today. I'm going to bring you, I didn't even load the thing up, Doug. This is how close it's been. So hang on. Let me show you one of the things we're going to be giving away. Here it is. Along with the Legend 2, we're going to be giving away throughout the course of the show 3 of the Nokta Advantage packs.
Wow.
And that's a nice pack too. You can see
it
has the waterproof pinpointer in there, the hand digger, the finds bag, the hat, the leg thing. I don't use the leg thing personally, but the leg thing. We're going to be giving away 3 of them throughout the course of the show. And then, of course, the Nokta Legend 2 sometime during the show. Sorry for bumping the mic. So anyone that wants to get in, you have to put hashtag Legend2 in the chat. Hashtag Legend2, no spaces. If you're not familiar with the hashtag, it's the pound sign, as Doug says. Right, Doug?
Yes. Yeah. That's, growing up when I did there was no hashtag. It was.
I know it's kind of a new thing. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna add it, Doug. You know, I pride myself.
Is Don Wildman going to be on?
No, I put the wrong ticker up, Doug. I'm just. Don Wildman was on. You guys can go back and check that out. It was a good show.
Everybody was tuned in. That was a very good show.
I pride myself on being over-prepared, Doug. People don't see all the stuff that goes into it, but when I tell you the hours and hours and hours just for this live show, and this machine, I got the machine very late. I got it literally yesterday. I had to learn the machine. You know, this is the first one. There's no manual. So I had to figure it out. It's not rocket science, but like anything new, you got to get used to the buttons.
You got to play with it and then get the feel of it. Yeah.
And then I got to try this. So I got to learn the machine in like an hour. Then I was going all day today for my son's jiu-jitsu tournament I told you about.
Right.
And I come back and I'm like, well, how am I going to show the machine live? I don't want to hold up pictures because then what's the point? So I've got to really, I'll show you the setup real quick before Dilek comes on. You ready?
Yeah.
This is the setup, Doug, that they're going to see. And I'll probably put it in an orientation, something like this. This is the actual Legend. I know I'm bumping it.
Yes.
And if I move it forward, like this is the machine. But when I bring it in close like that, can you hear that noise, Doug, that tinnitus?
I can't hear it, but
can you guys hear the noise? I can hear it in my headphones. But
you got headphones on, and that does make a difference.
It does. So I'm going to get rid of this for now. But that's how I plan on. On doing it later. And I brought Mark in. Didn't mean to.
Hey, wow.
I told you. I'm just. Oh, so I'm hearing people say they don't hear the noise, which is great. If you don't hear the noise,
I don't hear anything.
That's phenomenal. If you don't hear the noise. And again, guys, you know, this is not how I normally do these things, but
duty.
It just became difficult. Let me load up the giveaway over here. Legend 2. You see the banner, which I was able to finagle at the bottom of the thing.
I'm seeing a lot of comments in the chat. They don't hear any noise.
You don't hear it. Okay. All right. Now that would make me feel better. The headphones, I can hear. I can hear a gnat's wings. So if you guys can see this when Dilek comes on, and I refer to the machine, I'm going to bring it up like this. I know it's not perfect, but you know I'm trying to record a screen with a camera. You guys know how that works.
Yes.
I told Mark the secret I had to do to make my tutorials so that you don't see that flicker and the background noise. That part is very, very difficult. And of course, I had to have the machine muted, or you'd hear beep, 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 because I'm indoors. So the machine's muted. The sensitivity is all the way down, but you'll at least get an idea of what's going on.
Right.
But I will wait for Dilek to come on. I did not mean to bring you in, Mark, but since you're here.
He's here.
Welcome. I hit the wrong button. I said it was so stressful. This last 36 hours, incredible. Mark has been talking me off the roof 10 times already.
We have talked quite a bit last night, this morning. There were some problems getting the unit to Jason. So that's a Nokta thing. I just want to thank you, Jason, for everything you do. First off, like I know how stressful it's been, but you have such a passion for this industry and for helping Nokta that it goes a long way. So I'm sure everyone in the chat can thank you as well. But we're just excited to be here today.
No need to thank me. I try to bring the best that I can bring. And I was disappointed that I couldn't. It's a little below the threshold I would have liked, but we're going to make it work. We're all friends here, right?
Exactly.
Yep. We're all friends here. And I'm excited about it. And at least it'll work somewhat, even if it's bubble gums and shoestrings. If you didn't see it already, I put the commercial on at the beginning of the show, which aired at Detectable earlier today. Really excited. And Mark, I was going to bring you on with Dilek, but I hit the wrong button. So, but while you're here, what do you think about all the buzz? I mean, it's been a while since Nokta's had a big, higher end new machine come out. What do you think in these early stages, my friend?
Oh, it's incredible. So I've been, family activities, of course, today, but I'm in a restaurant today, breakfast, and like the server's coming in, trying to put food on the table. My son's having a great time. My wife's there, probably feeling ignored. And I'm watching the UK detectable live show today with Dilek, and I don't know if you guys caught it, but they're shooting T-shirts we had the winning T-shirt. There was like a few of them that if you got the special T-shirt, you won a Legend 2. So people were like fighting over them, not badly. Like I was a little worried about that. No one got punched or anything, but just the excitement and, to see that there at Detectable, the people lined up, playing roulette as we tend to do at Nokta, having fun, handing out bags and stuff like that. There was just such a buzz. I don't remember the last time a Detectable has felt that way. And one other thing I want to say, we have a big event in Latvia. We have a big event in Italy going on all at the same time. So this is all hands on deck. And we're also, Alicia, Hot Mess Fishing, is over at Chicago Dig Fest. So Nokta is out there across the globe launching Legend 2 in a big way. And it's really, really awesome to see.
Yeah, Doug, they coordinated this all throughout. Now, the other events, the Latvia event, the Chicago event, do they have a Legend 2, or is it only the one Dilek has and the one that's sitting next to me?
Correct. I want to say we need Dilek to answer that about Italy and Latvia. I do know Chicago Dig Fest, you're the only one in the USA that has the Legend 2. Now, they have Legend 2s, but it's also on this little chain that is attached to Dilek, and it can't leave her. So,
that's how I attach Doug to me when we go detecting. Yeah, he'll wander off. He'll wander off.
Exactly.
No, I saw the T-shirt thing. It was really cool. I saw, giving things away. It's always exciting when you get in a good machine. I don't want to get in too much until I see Dilek come in. We still have about 2 minutes. Hopefully she'll be here. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying I've had Dilek on my live show, I think 4 times in the past. 2 times she overslept and didn't show up. Now I don't blame her because it's like, ungodly time over there. But I said, Dilek, this is a big one. This is the first time you've launched a high-end machine in over 3 years. So I'm doing it with you or without you, but I'd love to have you here.
We got this, Jason. It might be 2 a.m. Yeah. I know I embellish a little bit, but trust me, the magic, I just sprinkled it. It's
all right. Because I don't see her in the old back room, as we call it, in the podcast, whatever I'm doing here. But no, she will be on in a minute. Again, guys, if you see it scrolling at the bottom of the screen, I'm going to remove that scroll in a little bit. Make sure you put Legend 2, just like you see it down there, in the chat. You don't got to do it once. You put that in once, and you're going to be good for all the giveaways. We're giving away 3 of those adventure packs. I'll bring a picture of it back up again, Mark, since I'm finally starting to get into the groove again.
And don't you like that little Christmas bow we added to that for these winners?
Wow.
Well, listen, when you get this whole package, it's I just got a super Diggin' Scott. Thank you very much, Diggin' Scott. Diggin' Scott. Let me see if I can bring it up a little. Can I do, Doug? I'm so
is
bad.
That Diggin' Scott from Scotland?
I don't know. Maybe it is, but thank you very much, Diggin' Scott.
A Scottish detectorist.
Lindiana Jones, I see in the chat, some of our own people. I saw Rich Van Winkle earlier. Well, anyway, like I said, I'm sorry, Doug. I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
The adventure pack, which I think originally came out for Christmas. They just didn't change the box. I mean, who cares? You're getting $100 plus pinpointer. You're getting, I don't even know what the shovel is, $35 or so. You get the hat, the finds bag, the leg holster thing, the extra tips. It's probably, I don't know, $160. We're giving away 3 of them. Value to somebody out there.
Yeah.
So, and now I'm going to say thank you very much to Mark. He wanted to spicy up the waters a little bit instead of just having the brand new machine that I can't, I don't want to tell you about until she gets on. Have lots of prizes. Maybe every 20 minutes or so, we'll give something cool away. Now, Doug, I have to announce also, anyone who's been on the show before with giveaways, you must be in the live chat if your name is called. So I'm going to use the random comment thingamajogger. It's going to pick through everyone that typed in hashtag Legend 2, like you see at the bottom. When your name is picked, I'm going to give you 60 seconds,
okay.
Yeah, maybe 62 seconds or whatever. I'm not going to be a stickler, but 60 seconds. We got to keep the show moving.
Yes.
In that 60 seconds, you got to say, I'm here, and put your zip code or your country code if you're from another country outside of the U.S. I need that. That way we can make sure when we get the shipping address from the machine, it matches the person who put it in the zip code. So Mark and Dilek don't get 9,000 people saying, yeah, I'm Barry, big digging daddy. You know what I mean?
True. I'm glad you said big digging.
I know. So I just listen. Sometimes,
I'm getting nervous.
Sometimes my mouth moves faster than my brain.
Jeez.
Woo!
Now, let me clarify something. This is open to everyone.
The good clarification. The Advantage packs, which were courtesy of Mark, those are for the U.S. because Mark can't ship internationally from Texas. It gets tricky.
Right.
But the Legend 2, that is good. I don't care where you live on this earth, Doug. Now, do I prefer you live in a civilized country that has like mail and tracking? Yes. Yes, I do. But listen, if you live in a hut in the middle of Sudan and you're watching this show right now and your name is called and you say, I'm here, hut number 3, Sudan City. We're gonna mail you the machine, Doug. So, and you know who's going to mail you the machine, Doug?
Mark.
No, this beautiful lady right here, the lovely Dilek. Thank you very much. You had a busy day. I saw you on there shooting the T-shirts out, giving them away. How was your day, Dilek?
Good, very good, very good. It was amazing. It was a lot of hard work and a lot of excitement. But at the end of the day, we had a beautiful, so to say, launch, at Detectable of the new Legend 2. So, yeah, it was exciting. It was fun, And then actually our fun continued at our booth, after I got off the stage, everybody came over to our booth and we had this like roulette going on. And you have no idea. We had this huge line. I couldn't even see the end of it, and people came and, turned the wheel, and everybody won something. So we gave away another, actually, a Legend 2, an acupoint, and then,
wow.
Yeah, many other, prizes at the roulette wheel. And the line wouldn't finish, So at the end, at some point they had the band on the stage going on, and it was getting late. So, and we had already a winner for the Legend 2 and the acupoint, and the rest of the stuff was like accessories such as bags and, smaller stuff. So I said, okay, you know what? We have to end this because this line is not going to finish. So we ended the roulette wheel. We gave everything away to people, just like threw them. And, and yeah, we had so much fun. And people came and saw the Legend 2. The interest in it was really high and people loved the machine. Yeah, so I'm so happy.
Now, I saw a lot of it today. It was really exciting. I've been waiting for it, like everyone. Everyone loves a new machine, but, I've been fortunate with, I have a great relationship with Nokta, and usually I get one a little earlier because they know I'm chomping at the bit. I was really excited when they let me kind of showcase the new machine. And Dilek, I'm trying something new on the show today, which I don't know how it's going to work. I already told everyone else, is as we're talking about certain things, I'm going to actually, this is a live Legend 2 in my hand. Yeah. So that I can go through and show them like now it's not the best quality, and that's what made me upset. But if they wanted to see like the different menus at the top, you can see that there's now 5 search modes. You can see a super duper long ID line, guys. So if you're not sure, like, why is the ID line so long? We're going to tell you why it's so long. So I'm excited to be able to have a little bit of live stuff, but I'm also going to have just some still pictures because they're just a little more pleasant to look at, the still pictures. So let me bring back over here because as much as I love Mark, I can't see his face that big the whole show. Not the whole show. So Dilek, I know everyone is on the edge of their seat. Can you tell people like what makes the Legend 2 different from the Legend 1? The Legend was such a popular machine. I've got one or two back here. Everyone that goes with me uses it. How can that be better? What did Nokta do that now this Legend 2 surpasses the Legend 1?
To be honest with you, everything is different about it. The whole machine, has changed, except for its name, I guess. We kept the name because, like you said, the Legend was became such a popular machine. Uh, and But still it was built on the DNA of the original Legend, so to say. So we kept the name, we called it Legend 2, and we actually kept almost all the settings the same. Okay, so if somebody is upgrading from a Legend 1, they're familiar with all the settings, and they didn't have to go through the whole learning curve. But other than that, to be honest with you, the coil is different. The shaft is different. We have a unique shaft design now, designed by our engineers, mechanical engineers. The screen is different. The system box, the hardware inside, the software. So it's a whole new machine, actually, but it kind of shares the same DNA as the Legend. But it's just, a lot better than the original one. And it was advanced actually mainly based on all these requests that we got, all these wishes that we received through, our social media channels, or on our email, or from my private conversations, or my team's private conversations with others. That's why the video actually begins with all those social media messages and kind of email, signs saying, "Oh, I wish it was this. I wish it was that. I wish it was, it had 99 IDs. Oh, I wish it was lighter." So, yeah, that's what actually made Nokta to bring out the Legend 2. And we're very happy, and we're very excited and very proud, actually, that once again we're putting out a phenomenal machine, and it's once again really built and developed on our customers, users, basically wishes.
I want to show you, Doug, what when I opened the box up, what jumped out at me first, and I called Mark all excited. Look at this picture. It kind of speaks for itself, Doug. Whoops, not Mark, not Mark. Hold on. So what you're looking at, Doug, is the Legend 1 screen in the dark to show just the backlight function.
Right.
And then look at the Legend 2 next to it. Look at the noticeably more real estate on the screen.
Yes.
And then look below the screen, Doug. What do you see?
Lighted dials, or
Well, we call them buttons in today's world.
Yes. Okay.
You can't even listen. I'm not knocking the Legend 1. I love that machine. But if you look at the image on the left is the Legend 1. If you were to use this in the evening, even with the light on max, that was at number 6, which is what you couldn't even know that you wouldn't even know there was buttons there.
The new Legend 2 appears to be more user friendly.
Well, that's the other thing, like I said, and I want to get Dilek to say it more, but from Dilek from the manufacturer, I'd love to get her angle, but then you and I, from the user, I've been a user from the Legend from day one, literally did the video manual for the Legend 1. Like I've been there. I love that machine. I've been through all of the firmware updates, and there was a lot of them. And what was great about the firmware updates was that people continuously got more and more features for free, improved features for free, more settings for free, 12, 13, 14 times. But the downside of that was that the menu got cluttered because they were adding things that weren't meant to be. So now there's buttons in submenus and submenus of submenus. And people said that it was a little cluttered, not that they weren't appreciative for the features.
Right.
So one of the asks for this Legend 2 was, hey, Nokta, Dilek, can you clean up the interface a little bit? It's a little messy. Where was this again? I got to go to, 3 blocks down and then go under this and go around the bend. Dilek, did you clean up the interface of the Legend 2?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Everything now is, every setting is now visible. We have, of course, very little like shortcuts to certain things, but that's that's on purpose. It's made, purposely. But other than that, all the settings, are actually lined up in 2 lines when you go into the settings. And apart from that, now we also added, I would say, the most important or the most used settings on the upper side of the, not upper, but the, in the middle of the screen as well for easy access. So, just like you said, we gave a lot of updates for the Legend. And the initial ones, apart from a couple of them that was, some bug fixes, maybe in the very early stages, the rest was all improvements and advancements and new features and new settings. So, of course, the majority of our customers were very happy with the updates, but some were getting upset each time we gave an update. And I always say this: it's really impossible to make everybody happy. As a manufacturer, it's really a challenge. You sometimes sit down and say, okay, shall we give this update? Shall we add this? Shall we offer this? And sometimes the answer is really hard because, we know that if we don't give an update, many customers get upset. They're like, okay, aren't you going to give an update? Aren't you going to give something more? We give it, and then with each update, some customers get more and more upset. They're like, oh, another update, And to be honest with you, I never understood this thing with the, like additions of new features and settings. I understand sometimes it gets, harder to maybe use it, or people just don't want to be bothered with it. But then again, it's something extra we're given.
Yeah.
And it's not really mandatory, or it's not really required for the machine to function or, perform to its max. It's something extra, and you don't really have to do it. If you want to update, you update. If you don't want to update it, you're not really required to update it for the machine to perform it at its max. So it's really challenging sometimes for a manufacturer to decide. But now here's a clean machine, okay, with all the settings on the menu, right in front of you. The only thing is, most Legend users will be, very familiar because they've already used the Legend 1. We have a few new icons in there that they would have to look up what they mean because they were under the sub menus before. So it became a lot easier to use. Everything right in front of you. You don't have to go under a setting to access another setting and all that. So, yep.
I'm going to show it real fast. I'm not going to do a full tutorial today, but those will be out by, myself and others. But what she means is if you look at the screen, this is your setting button up here in the top left corner. And if you hit it, you'll see that little menu bar comes across the VDI. And I'll bring on this picture now, which is just a still of what I just did. So you can see the nice settings that come up above that. You saw the image of how large the 2-digit ID number is now too, along with the backlight, the really large sensitivity, the really large depth. Everything is much more in your face. So that was great, Dilek. I love that little interface here. And then if I remove the picture just for a second, let me come back over here. Again, this is what I apologize for you got on here. It wasn't the way I wanted to do this, but meh, it is what it is. And then, so you see all those settings that come up at the top. And then there's another button over here, your settings button. This one, hit the wrong one. And this will be very familiar to Legend users, very similar. You come over to the arrow at the left, your menu. So all of your, whoops, wrong one. All of your menus are still very similar. They're in the same spots. So even though there's some new features and new enhancements, it's very familiar to the Legend user. So you're going to be able to pick it up and let me get rid of Doug. We all want Doug. You're going to be able to pick it up and really enjoy it. And so that part was great. It's better, but it's still familiar. The frequencies, I believe, are still the same, right? Yes. Are they 4, 10, 15, 20, multi 1, 2, and 3? You've got your beach, wet, and your dry. You'll see the Legend has now 5 search modes. It's got the relic mode that if you were a triple score user, really cool mode there. And what was really neat is from the main screen, Doug, you actually see not only what search mode you're in, but what user profile you're in. If you see here under the search, right, you have your D for default, and then you have 3 customizable search modes for each different search mode. And if you didn't see that, I'm sure there'll be tutorials, but you can set it all up for that environment, change this, adjust that, turn on this, turn off that, save it as a profile, but then have other ones to choose from. That way, when you return, one button and you're right back in that same way again. Mm-hmm. So that part was good. And then I wanted to show a little picture. Again, very familiar. These are all your sub settings. You hit that one button. I think it was the top right. I'm still getting used to it. Only had the machine about an hour and a half, but it's very familiar. A lot of it was super comfortable to me. But like you said, Dilek, some of the hardware was different, which I was surprised of. The coil a little bit different. The shaft's a little bit different. The arm cuff a little bit different. You kind of mixed it up, for a while there, and I'm not complaining. I loved it. But the double score, the triple score, the Legend, I think even the Simplex Ultra, kind of the same body style, but you just pack different things inside. Nokta, for the first time in a while, swayed away from that, which must have been a big decision for you guys.
Yeah. I mean, as you play with that machine, Jason, I'm sure you're going to appreciate some of the features and some of the hardware changes even more. We really made sure that, some of the complaints we were hearing, from, I'm not going to give names here, but from other, high-end machines that people were experiencing, wouldn't happen on this premium machine that we wanted to bring out on the Advanced Legend. And we thought also that it was time now for Nokta to kind of like step away from the other, machines and make this, different, visibly, use-wise, mechanically, because sometimes, when you have a couple of machines that look very similar, even, with its design and like hardware, it gets confusing, right? For the people. So we kind of wanted to step away from the other design and then have a complete fresh look, and also accommodate certain things so that people wouldn't experience, customers wouldn't experience some of the, like negative stuff that they experienced on other like high-end machines, so to say.
No, I agree. It's definitely different. And I got a picture here, if I can get this to load, which I thought was neat. This was the most noticeable thing I saw. It's hard to tell without another one next to it, but the control box itself, Doug, is much, much thinner. You know how like when the new iPhone will come out and they'll be like, this one is like the thickness of a piece of paper. And you're like, how did they get all that in there? No, well, Nokta made the physical screen larger, but the profile thinner. But not only did that, but they have a new battery in there that lasts, they're saying what, Dilek, like 20% more battery life in this.
No,
thinner,
even more. Even
more.
33.
How much, Mark?
33.
Up to 33%.
33%. And Doug, I mean, I've never really had an issue with the battery, and we hunt 9-10 hours. So 33%. And of course, that depends on what you're running. If you've got all the vibration on and your threshold on and your ground tracking on and all these things, you're going to use more battery. But to be able to say you squeezed a third more battery into a control box that's smaller and lighter. I think it's lighter, right, Dilek?
Oh, the machine is lighter than the original Legend. And actually, because it's so ergonomic, it feels even lighter than what it weighs, which is around 1.2 kilos. Oh, Mark is going to be very upset now. We're in America. Don't say kilos. Nobody will understand.
A kilo has a different meaning here.
Yeah, we don't talk about drugs on this show, Dilek. Come on.
We'll get canceled.
No, but I know what you mean. It's lighter. Whatever the number. What it weighed before, Doug? It's less.
What is it? What is Mark? Okay, say it in pounds, Mark.
2.6, I believe, right? Is that right? Yeah.
2.6
I knew that. I just wanted to test you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And I think now you still, when this is ready for action, which will be really, really soon, is it going to be available in a Pro Pack that comes with the 2 coils, maybe the extra battery? Is that going to be an optimal way? Because that was such a popular item on the Legend 1, the Pro Pack, that just gave you everything you needed to get started.
Okay, so that's something we're also going to step away from. Okay, wow. Because on the Legend, we had 3 different packs, right? The Legend WHP, which stood for, wireless headphone pack that came with the Bluetooth headphones. And we also had, like you said, the Pro Pack. But, I'll be very honest with you. Sometimes, having too many, SKUs, different packages for the same item kind of confuses the user base. And also sometimes the dealers get upset because now they have to stock like 3 SKUs. So we kind of like stepped away from that. One Legend 2. It's called the Legend 2, but it will come with 2 coils and the Bluetooth headphones. So one SKU, 2 coils, and the Bluetooth headphones.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's not available with just 1 coil or without the headphones like the old way. Legend 2 is 1 SKU on itself, and that SKU is 2 coils. Size may be determined still. Bluetooth headphones and the Legend 2 machine. So that's nice. And I know people are asking, Dilek, in the chat, and I know that Nokta hasn't determined yet, but I got to ask, or I'd be a terrible person. Do you know what the price is yet? The American price. And I hate to put you on the spot, but what kind of person was I if I don't? Because people want to know. I see them in there. I know they're probably still working on it. It's still a prototype in my hand. Have you kicked it around yet? Or if you say to be determined, then I'll settle for to be determined.
I would say TBD, to be determined. But I mean, of course, I do have an idea. Most probably what it's going to be at, but I don't want to reveal it now. But I can tell you that this Legend 2 is not replacing the Legend 1. Okay?
Oh.
The Legend, no, actually, it's not going to replace the Legend 1. So I would say whatever the Legend one Pro Pack prices today in America, this is gonna, I mean, obviously sit above that.
Okay.
And you also need to understand that this is our premium machine. So it's going to be more expensive than the Legend one. Pro Pack, though, it's going to be more expensive than the Pro Pack because this already comes with 2 coils and whatever. So we're looking, in America, we're looking at around, I would say, 1,000,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so,
but
yes, well, more than the Legend.
Final map price, which is called the minimum advertised price, in America, has not been set. But I would say it's going to be around that $1,000. Yeah.
Okay. Listen, I asked you that question, assuming that you were going to tell me you weren't sure yet. I'm really surprised you gave an answer, Dilek. You kind of threw me for a loop there. I mean, listen, it's still, I know you guys are still discussing it. A lot of things come into play, Doug, that we don't even think about. They got to ship these things on an airplane from the other side of the world. It gets expensive. So they have to look at all the numbers, but
exactly.
More than the Legend
just
one.
Like, actually, you touched a good point. Yeah, one of the biggest factors is now that the product has been, I would say, finalized, although, like, for example, the machine you have there in your hands doesn't have the final version of the software, Jason. And because now we're going to be going through a field testing, which we actually did the tests on it, but now some of our testers in different countries are going to be testing the machine, and then maybe we will update certain things in the software if they come across any bugs, which I doubt at this point, but or if they suggest something that we like in the software that we can, change before the product starts shipping. Once we finish that stage, we're going to have our final cost on it. Okay. In terms of its, the how much the final material costs. So we're waiting for some of that data from our purchasing team and all that. And then we're going to look at that number. And like you said, then we're going to obviously have to make some money on it. And the shipping cost is that. And we're going to have a final price for the end users in America. And don't forget, guys, now we also have tariffs that we're paying, which is pretty significant amount that we didn't really have to pay before because we're importing this product into America ourselves. So we're the ones, who's paying the extra tariffs now. So that makes the difference too. Yeah. And so we're looking at around $1,000.
All right, listen, I'm shocked to get that number out of your lips, deal. Like, I didn't think we were going to. I just was one of those things, Doug, where you ask, but I thought we
don't expect an answer.
Don't expect an answer because I know that they're still determining it. So they must have had some sit down. So
yeah, because I mean, listen, I wasn't gonna share that. I'm trying to, by the way, charge my phone. Okay. So I wasn't gonna really share that, but I don't think anybody's, gonna get upset, if it ends up being, let's say, a little over $1,000. I don't think anybody's gonna get upset unless, we come out, with it at a very different number than what I just said. So that's why I always, I add 1,000-ish, So
right.
Yeah,
it's got some wiggle room, Doug. It's got wiggle room. Yeah. It is the flagship machine, Doug, after all.
Yeah.
And as good as the Legend one was, I've only played with mine for 2 or 3 hours, but it is much nicer. Even just looking at the screen, Doug, even if you don't know anything else, you can see it and feel it already.
A great improvement. But A little clarity, Dilek. I think you touched on it, but for clarity, will you continue to produce the Legend 1 and market that as well?
Yes, but we may get rid of some of the, packages. In the Legend series, the machine is the same machine. Only the package content is different. So the Legend came as the Legend with no other coils or headphones, okay, which is our cheapest, pack. And then we had the Legend WHB with the Bluetooth headphones, and then the Pro Pack. So we might cut down, the number of packages and just leave one. And Pro Pack, to be honest with you, is our better seller, especially in the US, is our best seller among the different packages. So we may stop selling the other two and just leave the Legend Pro in there, and and then put the Legend 2 above that, because see, we still want to be able to provide the Legend to customers at a lower price point, so they can still have access to a machine full of features and full of settings, and a simultaneous multi-frequency device at that price point. Because if we don't if we don't continue to sell the Legend, we're gonna have a price gap between our triple score, okay, and this Legend 2, and like a much bigger price gap, and we don't want that. We want the customers to be able to have access to machines at every price point, so to say. So somebody who doesn't want to spend, let's say, $1,000 on the Legend 2, but who still wants to use a Legend, I think should be able to buy a Legend. And somebody, let's say, who doesn't want to go for the triple score, which is at $499 today in the United States, and they want those extra features and extra things that the Legend has to offer, such as let's say, the gold prospecting mode. That's only, of course, one example of the differences between the triple score and the Legend 2. There are many others. Yeah, so we want to be able to keep on offering that to those customers.
No, it's nice. You don't want. I thought it was going to be weird too if they canceled it. Like she said, you go, their Find X, which is a little over $100, and their Simplex Ultra, and then you get into the score and double score, triple score. Then there'd be a doubling to the Legend 2. So I'm glad they're kind of keeping the Legend 1 around, at least for a little while. That's like Old Faithful, as I like to call it, Doug.
Will the Legend 2 be available in Canada about the same time as it will be in the US? So all of North America about the same time? Okay.
Give or take, yes, I would say. Depending on the shipping times, but they're not that different, to be honest with you, because you're in the same continent. So So, but the initial shipments will have to be made by plane, until we, fulfill all the initial orders. They will have to be made by plane to North America. Otherwise, while the Europeans are enjoying their Legend 2s, the American customers will be waiting for that container that gets on a ship, and we don't want that. So, I would say around the same time frame. Yeah.
Yeah, that ship takes like 50 days, so you have to plan that way out. And when this Legend,
sometimes listen, sometimes even much longer.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, they give you the schedule and an estimated date for the container to arrive. And then like a week passes or 2 weeks pass and the ship is sitting somewhere, in Europe. And they're like, yeah, and we most of the time we don't even know why, and then sometimes it gets to America, then it like sits at the port there for some reason for so many days. So you never know. Sometimes even longer than 2 months.
Yeah. So the air, which costs more, but I mean,
a lot more.
I mean, there's a chance. I'm going to guess, Doug, that as of today, when the machine was announced, and maybe even now that there's a ballpark price, there's going to be pre-orders starting if people want them. Now, I know Dilek traditionally, and I don't want you to give out a potential date because I know a date meaning when it's going to be released. I know people are going to want to know. And traditionally, what happens is it's hard to estimate, and I don't want to see her get in trouble and throw a date out and then get persecuted if she's late.
Oh my God, yeah.
I've seen it happen so many times in the past.
What I went through with the Legend, oh my God! And I said, never again. I'm never gonna say this is when we're gonna start shipping.
Yeah.
Like you said, Jason, I don't want to say it.
I don't even want to ask that.
But I can say that I believe we're like very close, but then again, you never know sometimes, at the last minute, we may decide to add something to the software or change something in the software. And then what that means is you have to go again through a testing cycle with everything, because sometimes what's a small thing that you change affects a lot of other things, that brings now additional programming, additional this. So, but I believe we're very close because at the end of the day, we had our, the engineers, like have been very experienced on the original Legend. They of course built that machine and then they gave so many updates, and then they've been working on this advanced version of it for so long that I'm sure even if we decide to change something after this point or add something, I'm sure they can get it done much sooner now.
Yeah, I mean, once you make the announcement, now the pressure begins. I've seen it before. Like people want it, and you want to deliver it, but you don't want to deliver it if, God forbid, there was a bug that you're trying to get out, or you don't want to deliver it, and you got 12,000 orders, but you only have 100 machines. Like you gotta do it the right way. And Nokta has learned from missteps in the past, and I know they're gonna.
Oh yeah,
land it.
yeah.
So
hose water on the coils, Jason.
Sorry?
Before they ship, we actually put hose water on the Legend 2 coils, so we're good.
You put hose water on them?
Yeah. It was one of our testing things we do internally.
Oh, is that? I'm sorry, Mark. Is that a joke?
Dilek, would you like to?
Is that a joke? Is this going over my head?
It is a joke. It's something that I will never ever forget. So he's talking about when we first announced the Simplex. Okay, this was back in 2019, and the first shipment was made. Okay, to UK, because I remember I had promised the UK customer base that they were going to be the first ones getting the Simplex, because they were getting very upset that each time we had released the machine, it was the US that we were shipping first. And they were getting upset. Why the US, always gets it first? I said, okay, fine. This time, we're going to find formula where we ship you guys sooner. Okay, so we did ship the UK customers first, and we sent the shipment, and that same week I came to, I think the same week or the week after, I was in America for a big which
Ground?
rally hunt was that for
Was
a
it Pound
big
the Ground?
hunt up in New York, like
Big
upper New York?
Yeah,
Pound
that
the
was the pound the ground. I was there.
ground.
There you go, pound
That's
the
what I meant.
ground. So I'm at pound the ground, and I remember it's freezing outside. I'm at the booth, but time to time, I get in the car to get some, like heat, and also check the, initial messages from customers, initial feedback from customers who got it in their hands. It's the simplex, uh, that ship that people have been waiting for and that we're so proud of. The first machine, fully waterproof, wireless, and all those features offered
It's like
at that time.
$299. Like
Yes,
$299 it was. Yeah.
yes.
249.
So anyway, so I get in the car and I have a lot of messages, you know, and I see that there's a lot of activity on the Facebook group or something, and I start looking at some of the messages and some of these posts. What do I see, Jason? Oh my God. So this one customer, of course I don't remember who, sends me a video of the machine where he's like hosing it down with water and saying, Dilek, there's something wrong with this machine because watch this video. This machine is going crazy, when I hose it down with water. And I watched the video. I'm like, oh my God. And yeah, he was right. The machine was going, wah, 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 when the water touched it. Next thing I know, oh my God, every like hour or maybe even less than an hour, I'm either getting a message or I'm seeing another post, people taking a hose.
Oh,
I mean, yeah.
why was everyone doing a hose for what was
Were they baptizing it or?
Yeah,
No, 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 no. You know what it was? We had a very, very unfortunate thing with the first shipment of the Simplex with its coils. Can you imagine? People were waiting for this machine. We're so excited. We shipped them, and almost all, if not all, the majority of those coils had something going on where the machine was falsing crazy when the water touched it.
Oh.
So, yeah, can you imagine I don't know, like the heartbreak and the pain I'm going through? And we stopped. Thank God we stopped like all the shipments, rest of the shipments. And then we actually stopped the production. We changed every one of those coils. We found the problem, fixed it, and started shipping again. So that's the story behind hose.
It's a good thing he did that then.
Here's the testament. Jason never knew about it. Doug didn't know about it. A lot of people in Chad didn't know about it because of how fast and because we let the UK be the guinea pigs. And that was the plan the whole time.
No, that's not true.
Yeah. And Mark, let me interject, Mark. How dare you say I didn't know something? Not only did I know about the Simplex issue, because I lived through it, I still have the original OG Simplex 1 coil, the one that was bad.
Yeah.
I saved it because it's like a collector's item now. I just want Dilek to finish her story.
And you never put a hose on it. So
no, I very rarely put a hose on any of my
I'm going to give you a suggestion, though. In every Pro Pack, add a vial of quarter hoarder water.
Yeah.
And have the buyer bless it with the quarter hoarder water.
I don't want to give away the recipe,
You'll
Doug.
never have a problem again.
I don't want to give away the recipe.
Yeah.
Listen,
God, we haven't had similar. I mean, we've had other problems, probably not, but nothing to that extent. And yeah, we learned our lesson, I guess, and that's what it is, actually, guys. It's hard to be a manufacturer sometimes. Really hard. Because I mean, there's no manufacturer in the world. I mean, whether it's, let's say, Apple or Toyota or Tesla or whatever brand, if you're dealing with, electronics and manufacturing, you will have, some units that you're going to mess up somehow. But I think the most important thing here is to be able to stand behind your product and to be very open about it and to accept that you messed up if you messed up and to share people what really happened and to assure them that you're behind this product so they shouldn't worry. It's going to be fixed and it's going to be replaced and nobody, will have to pay for it other than, the manufacturer itself. I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah. No one credits that. I mean, every time, I don't say every time like there was a lot, but over this 7-8 years I've been, working with Nokta, there's been a couple of issues with new machines and they've always stepped up and fixed it every time. So not that I'm anticipating an issue with this one, but if there was,
me neither. I'm not. Let's just hope. Let's just hope that there are no issues with that. I mean, so far so good. Like here at Detectable, it seems like everything is working fine because it's a working prototype that I have, although it doesn't have the latest software on it. It's a fully working prototype, and everything looks good. Some people played with it, some people kind of tested it here with certain target setups and all that, and everything was looking great.
Some of the features that are going to be new on this, and I can't really show it, which I was really disappointed, Dilek, but I'll at least let people see the machine while we're talking about it, not Doug, the machine. Some of the new features on here, in case people didn't see the news or anything, the 1 to 99 ID, which yay is back. I never understood why manufacturers started giving less IDs. I'm so happy that we're back to the full 99. People like more information, and I'm super happy with that. And you can notch out anything you want up and down the 99 scale. Really nice to see. I think there's now 19 noise cancellation modes to help with electrical interference. There was 13. I think they increased that.
Yep.
Nice feature there. And a really good one is, we touched on it earlier, Doug, that people had issues with the firmware updates. They were complaining. Granted, if you had an old computer that was running antivirus, it was difficult and someone had to try to help you get through it. But I think Nokta addressed that, which I was really excited. I did not get a chance to touch or play with this yet. Dilek, what's now changed as far as firmware updates in the future?
Basically, now customers will be able to update their, Legend 2s wirelessly on their phones.
Ooh. On the phone. Wow. So is that
or on their computer, again, wirelessly. So it's up to them. But I would say most people probably will do it on their phones because, that's how it is today. We always have our phones and we always prefer to use our phones instead of our, laptops. But wired or wirelessly. We still have the, we're still going to have the wired option. Or wirelessly on their phones or on their
Now, when you say on your phone, I mean, I haven't gotten to play with that yet because obviously there's not an update for me to do. When you say wireless, does that mean there'll be like an app that I'll put on and do it through the app? Okay. Yes. Oh, so is that app available for people to look at yet? The Nokta app.
Yes, actually, we did show it to people here at Detectable.
So is that available on the Nokta website? Is that on the Apple and Android stores?
No, not yet, because it's installed only on our phones right now because we were coming here to Detectable, so we could show it physically. But of course, as soon as the machine is available, as soon as the machine starts shipping, it will be available on those stores. Yep.
That's big news. I mean, that's going to really make it simple. I mean, I know I helped a lot of people. Listen, there's no secret that a lot of seniors take up detecting, and they're not always the most computer savvy. And I tried to help out, but who knows what everyone's running on their Windows machine, and it can just be a messy nightmare. That sounds like the wave of the future because everyone and their mother's got a cell phone in their pocket, Dilek.
Yeah.
So to do the wireless to the app, Doug, even Doug of everyone, even Doug. Yes. Doug's still running version 0.0 on his Legend.
But boy, do I find a lot of good stuff.
He does. He does find some good stuff. Let me take a pause real quick, Mark, and maybe we'll do, what do you think if we do 2 giveaways for Mark's Advantage packs? Let me take a pause. People have been very patient.
I packed these. That's why they're Mark's Advantage pack.
They are. Mark volunteered this, not that Dilek wouldn't have. This is the Advantage pack that Mark was so nice enough to offer. If you didn't do it yet, make sure you type hashtag Legend2. You see
and
it running across the
this, and I'm finding about this now.
Well, listen, sometimes Mark can be a real insubordinate, Dilek. And
Oh, believe me, this is not the first time.
Oh, yeah, I know who he is. All right, let me see. I'm going to bring this up, guys. Let's see. Now, this is not for the Legend 2 yet. We're going to give that away at the end. So hang tight with the Legend 2. Let me remove this. I got to stop this. I wasn't quite ready, but I thought, yeah, what the heck? People have been waiting a long time.
Feel like we're just keeping everybody awake. This is going to be we got a lot to cover. So
yeah, I want to go over some more of the things. All right, so here we go. I'm going to give away 2 of them. I'm going to go draw 2 winners back to back. If your name is drawn, you have to put your zip code in the chat. I'm here and your zip code. The Advantage packs, again, are only available in America. If you're outside of America, hold on for that Legend 2, which we'll be giving away shortly. So, Doug, you want to give me a drum roll, please, for the first winner of the Advantage pack? I just love hearing that.
I just spit all over the screen.
Here we go. Let's do 2 of them. We're going to go back to back. First winner will be Dave Gribble. Dave Gribble, please tell me your zip code in the chat, my friend. And let's pick another one. Dave Gribble.
Hose that man down.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Draw again. All right, here we go. 2 in a row. 2 in a row. And I think I lost Dilek at the same time.
Oh, she's coming back.
Okay. Let's see.
Ooh.
Bob Beaver. Dave Gribble, Bob Beaver. Guys, I need zip codes. I see Dave Gribble, 17007. Thank you, Dave.
Yes.
Bob Beaver, I need your zip code, my friend. I'm going to get rid of this for now. We will draw another one shortly, and then we will draw the brand new Legend 2. I was going to say Legend 2 Pro Pack, but from what Dilek said, it only comes in a Pro Pack. So the Legend 2 is a Pro Pack, Doug.
I did see Bob's zip code.
Oh, you did? So both zip codes are in there.
I did.
Sometimes I can't do it until after the show. I'll go back and look through the chat. But yes, thank you. And again, make sure you put hashtag Legend in here. And you know what? I'm going to say, Mark, if one of our winners of the Pro Pack of the Advantage Pack gets called, I'm still going to let him win because what are the odds? Yeah. What are the odds of that? But put it in. Listen, if you put in hashtag Legend earlier, do me a favor and do it again because I accidentally reset it when I tried to hit the back button. So I know. Listen, it happens. Make sure you put in again, just one time. I usually don't do that. I apologize, guys. So Dilek is not here. She must have removed her. She must have gotten knocked out. I'll let you know if she comes back in. At the moment, I don't see her.
It's a very exciting time, so I don't blame her.
No, it is really good. Let me go over. I wanted to show you a little bit more. Oh, there we go. Thank you, everyone, for re-entering. While she's not here, I wanted to go over again. I can only do so much on the screen here.
Yeah.
But it'll kind of give you an idea. And, of course, my ring light's in there if I hold it over here. And I don't have the buttons memorized yet because I've only had about an hour and a half on this machine. If I pull it back, you can see, because they do all light up. Your user profile button and your menu button, which was interesting, Doug, is the left and right mouse button, left and right buttons. As I hit it, you'll see it navigates and moves my search mode up at the top.
Right.
But if I hit the left button, it does not cycle back through the search mode. So I thought, well, that's interesting. What it does is to navigate the search modes, you have to only, and I apologize for this, only use the right button.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you settle on one, let's say I settle on this one, let me come in really close. Now, if I hit the left button, you're going to see that it cycles through the profiles under the search mode. So it's a little different in that regard, but you can see everything at a glance without having to go in the menus and see things. So remember, it's going to be navigate through the search modes with the right mouse button, and then the left mouse button takes you through the user profiles of the mode that you stayed in. Got that, Doug?
Yes.
Dilek is back. Let me bring her in. I'm going to touch a lot more on when I do the how-to video, Doug, because I don't want to necessarily bore everyone. I'm just saying that some of these things are familiar, but yet different. You know what I mean? Like it's a friendly familiar.
Same thing, only different.
Yeah. And listen, I'm not known for being the world's greatest tester, but I did find a little thing in the software that wasn't really wrong, but I said, oh, Mark, this could be an improvement. So I'm going to fill out the, what is there like a form, Dilek, like a suggestion box, and put it in there of something that I think might be just a little bit better. We'll see.
Sure.
Yeah. And I don't mean a microwave. Doug wanted a microwave built in. So that was really nice. So I got some more questions here, Dilek, that I've had people ask me before you were coming on. With that extra battery life and all these features, how is the performance of this machine? I've only got about an hour and a half. I know Mark's been bugging me like, how's it going? I said, listen, I really haven't put it through its paces yet. How's your early testing, Dilek, with performance? Because that really what matters most to people.
Really good. Really good. Now we have a more powerful machine, better performance, more stability, more of everything, actually. So that's what I said on the stage today at Detectable. This machine has more of everything except for its weight, to be honest with you. So yeah, our testing showed really good results, and I'm sure that's what people are gonna say when they test the machine. So everything is looking great.
All right, good. And I didn't notice anything missing. Like when I say missing, sometimes when a new machine comes out, you'll look at it and you'll be like, oh, where's the, this setting that I liked, or where this setting that I liked. I don't see anything like that. So there might be new things. It might be in a different place slightly, for the most part, not. But everything is on there. So if you had a favorite way of running this machine, you can still run it the same way.
Exactly.
And you get the additional ones. Like I said, to have the relic mode is a nice, fancy little feature. It's kind of like you get that extra triple score feature that we didn't have now thrown into it. So it really is. It's a fantastic thing. Doug, what is your most exciting part about the Legend 2? I know I've been keeping you in the dark a little bit because I didn't want you to.
Well, I do like the fact that you can see every button very clearly.
Yes.
That was, I wear these glasses for a reason, and I hate wearing glasses out in the field. I don't feel I'd have to do that with this machine. Everything is going to be crystal clear.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's a shame my second camera over here is not the greatest quality because we rigged it up. But if I bring in this little slideshow, these are just some stills that I took before the show.
Right.
And it's hard to tell if you go back and look at the old Legend one. Like I said, I mean, right off the bat, you've got a much bigger screen.
Yep.
Oh yeah, who doesn't love that? I mean, you get excited when the iPhones come out and they got a bigger screen, and you get that nice screen. You get the beautiful backlit screen and backlit buttons. First time ever that I know of. First time ever backlit buttons, Doug. Yep. Now I didn't bring a picture in, but when I was playing with it with Mark last night, as goofy as it sounds, the flashlight on the back is even better. And it was probably not even thought of, but they moved the placement of it up so it's not between the pegs. And because it's not between the pegs and the pegs blocked some of the light that would come out the side, the flashlight is brighter and aimed further north. Little things like that. I don't even know if that was intentional, but I showed Mark, I was like, holy cow, this is better.
Yes.
And then we bring into the screen. Go ahead, Dilek.
And I'll be very honest with you. It was Mark who told me that was the case. I didn't know it myself because literally
we figured it out together. I said they probably didn't even notice.
Yeah. No, I'm sure it was done intentionally by the engineers, but I myself, didn't know because I saw the device, of course, at the company a few times, not a whole lot, but I saw the early prototypes and all that, but they literally gave us this device right before we left the house to go to the airport.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, like this version that I have at Detectable here, a fully working, one. I did see other versions, but I didn't really have time to look at it in, so much detail. So basically, Mark got his, unit in his hand. What, maybe a day later, after I came here, Mark? I don't even remember. So we're only talking about like a couple of days ago. So he's the one who told me, oh, Dilek, the LED flashlight is, much better now. I'm like, really? I didn't know, I know about all the changes, but I didn't know about that one. And yeah.
I don't know if anyone's buying the machine for the LED flashlight. Don't get me wrong.
No.
But it's an improvement. It's the angle that it's improved. And Mark even said when we were looking at it, he thinks the color's different. I'm colorblind. I don't know if that's true or not. So let me look over my notes here. The updates with the wireless, beginners, Dilek. I feel skewed because I've been doing it for a while. Is this a machine that a beginner can step in and use, or would you recommend maybe start off with a score and work your way up? Or can a beginner grab this Nokta Legend, turn it on, use the defaults, and go be successful with it?
Listen, it really depends on the user. Do you know what I mean? Some beginners, they want to jump right into it and learn about every different setting a detector has. And, they can just turn it on and use it at the default settings, and then, to begin with, and then kind of start using the settings and grow into it in a very short period of time. But then again, there are other users who do not want to bother with, let's say, so many modes and so many different settings and all that. And they may want to start with a, simpler machine, whatever, like a score. We have the score, double score, triple score, so they can just pick one. Although the triple score is really a, feature-packed machine as well. It's our, in the score line, it's our bestseller, actually. Yeah, so I would say it really totally depends on the user. But, somebody can just grab this machine, turn it on, and go at the default settings. And they don't have to really bother with most of those settings if they don't want to. But all those settings, it's really the more experienced users or expert users. They love to tune their machine in all the time. They go somewhere, they change the settings, they go to another, piece of land, they have all these different profiles for different situations, for different targets and all that. So I would say, yes, a beginner can use it. and learn the machine pretty quickly, especially the Legend 2 now with everything laid out, very easily. And we may maybe make some kind of like a cheat sheet, now that I'm thinking about it, kind of like with the icons, and writing what they are, which setting they are. And we may maybe I don't know. I don't know if we have time now to post it in the packages, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to look into this when I go to the office, or maybe we can do something for the screen. I'm just like throwing ideas right now. I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking out loud. So it really depends on the user.
No, I think it's great. Listen, I want to do, I'm seeing that Bob Beaver, who won one of the Advantage packs, is not here, Mark. So if he missed it, we'll draw 2 more. And I know it's super late, so I don't want to keep Dilek here all night. So what I thought I'd do is I'm going to slow the chat down a little bit because we're getting some more, because I think everyone knows we're getting ready to give the big one away soon. I want to give an opportunity for anybody watching to, if you have a question for Dilek about the Legend 2, a legit question. I'm going to not say any baloney questions. But if there's a legit question, please put it in, and I will try to answer it if I see it. Now, the chat's going fast. I might miss it. I'll lean on Doug a little bit if you see a question. Some of them, Dilek, I'll just for speed purposes. Keith said Bluetooth, yes. Oh, and talking about Bluetooth, let me bring up the thing here. I don't know if they're going to see it, Dilek. Let me see if I come in really tight. Which was neat. When I go into the settings, and if I navigate over, and I can't really see, hold on. If I navigate over to the headphones, you'll see that now there are 3 headphone options, Dilek. It looks like there is a headphone at the bottom, the Bluetooth option at the top, and then in the middle, it looks like some fancy pants kind of wired ear thing. What is this new gizmo I'm seeing there?
Bone conduction headphones, underwater bone conduction headphones.
But underwater bone conduction headphones. Now, is that going to be an option that's yes. A third party, or an option that's a Nokta product?
It's going to be, I mean, obviously we don't sit down and make our own, like manufacture our headphones.
But one that you've tested that works, no issues.
Oh yeah. So they will be Nokta bone conduction headphones, correct?
All right. Well, I thought that was really neat, Doug. This bone conducting thing was fancy.
Bob Beaver is here. I'm sorry.
What's that, Doug?
Bob Beaver is here with a zip code.
Was he here within a minute, Doug?
I hate to say. He said,
I saw it.
All right, Mark, you saw it?
Yeah, I have a screenshot.
All right, then Mark, then both the winners won. So if someone missed it, then both winners are legit.
I didn't mean to get off on a tangent.
No, thank you. I didn't want to get anyone not their prize. Here's a question, Dilek. Rob Caratis, water depth on the Legend 2. I'm guessing similar to the Legend 1. Is there a difference? Because I know there's some new hardware involved. What's the water depth? I'm sorry?
I couldn't hear the question. What's the question?
The question is, what's the water depth on the Legend 2? Is it different?
It's the same. It's the same.
Which is what I think it was like 16 feet. Yeah. Okay. 16 feet.
5 meters, Mark.
5 meters.
4.88 meters.
Right. 5,000. Would that be 500,000 millimeters, Mark? I'm not sure what the millimeters.
Google that.
Yeah, I don't know. This is an odd one. I mean, I'm going to bring it up. Detecting Chaz. How deep does it go? Super difficult question, Chaz, with any machine, because it depends on the ground. It depends on your target. Where? Yeah, it depends on the
which
setting.
Target.
Yeah, that's a really difficult one, and I understand where you're going.
It's a deep machine, guys. It is a deep machine. Legend is a deep machine to begin with.
Yes.
And Legend 2 is a deep machine, and I'm sure, like in certain situations, you will find the Legend 2 deeper. Under certain conditions, it will match the Legend 1 maybe, but under other conditions, it will be deeper. So yeah, overall, I mean, the Legend is a deep machine, and Legend 2, I will say, is a deep machine as well. And under certain conditions and circumstances, you will find it even deeper.
All right, let me see. I got a couple other ones here. The Bluetooth headphones with the Legend 1, are they compatible with the Legend 2?
Yes, it's the same ones.
Same one. So no change. I didn't know if the Bluetooth 4 and the new one has 5. This one here, hold on, I'm going to bring it up. Me. Are Legend 1 coils compatible? I know some answers aren't happy answers. I'll let Dilek take the answer.
Unfortunately, no. And believe me, guys, they've really tried. The team really tried, the engineering team, initially, to find different solutions for this, but the best was to provide new coils for the best performance of the machine, because like I said, everything has changed. Yeah, so if we could, believe me, we would make them compatible, but there was no way. So I hate to say it, but fact is fact, and they're not going to be compatible.
All right,
because like I said, it's called the Legend 2, but think of it as a brand new machine.
Yeah. And you know what? It only comes in a Pro Pack, so you're getting 2 coils when you buy the machine right off the bat anyway. So it's not like you're really losing out.
And speaking of the coils, let's just say very quickly what other coils will be available for. Maybe not maybe at the time when we're start shipping the unit, or maybe they will be available. I don't know at this point, but we're gonna have, so the 2 coils that are included in the package will be the 11-inch coil, which we call the LD. I'm trying to be careful. The initial coils on the coils on the current Legend they're called LG coils, and the Legend 2 coils will start with LD. And yeah, this is going to be the standard coil, the 11-inch, and then we're also going to be including a small coil, 8 by 5.5, I believe, inches, elliptical small coil. But then again, we're going to have 2 optional coils. It will be a 9-inch round coil. Now, people ask for this coil a lot on the Legend, the current Legend, and we didn't really come out with one because we had other optional coils to begin with. So we thought that was going to be too many coils, but now we are giving it to the users on the Legend 2, which is a 9-inch round coil that everybody asked for some reason. I'm saying this for some reason because in our past devices, I believe it was the Amphibio. We had Amphibio or Cruiser. We did have a 9-inch round coil and nobody wanted it. That was not a big seller for us. It was an optional coil.
I have the Amphibio behind me still. I never had a 9-inch coil, so I didn't want it either for whatever reason.
Exactly. But for some reason now, with the Legend, oh my God, how many people were saying, oh, please come out with a 9-inch round coil. And I'm like, we did have one in the past for another machine. Nobody wanted it. What's up with this 9-inch round coil all of a sudden? But it's what people want. That's what we provide,
Okay.
So
hey,
yeah,
everyone's different like that. I mean, I've always been a fan of, I like a 12-inch coil, like an 11-inch, somewhere in that area. And I like a small elliptical coil. Like those are look how good the Simplex, the LG24 did. I mean, I think it was the LG24, right? The little 5x8. That was a huge seller, at least in America, at least the people, that I'm familiar with. There was a few other questions, and we're going to get to the last one. Prairie Pirate says, does it still have the hour or usage meter? Love that.
Yes.
That was introduced with the Legend 1. So that's still on the new Legend?
Yes.
Very nice. Coach Lysick said, can your third-party Bone headphones be paired with the Legend or only the Nokta brand? I don't know how much the conducting headphone testing has been done.
I answered this. There's a popular brand called Shocks.
That's who they mentioned. Yeah.
They're not low latency which is weird because I did pair them at the trade show Dilek we were at, Outdoor Retailer, and Shocks was there. I was so excited to tell them metal detecting, I guess, is not a big deal for them.
Wait, I'm a little confused now with the question, because are we talking about like Bluetooth headphones, or I thought you said bone conduction?
Yeah, the bone conducting is third-party pairs that someone buys on their own, compatible with the Legend. I don't know a lot about bone conductive technology to answer that.
That's what.
To be honest with you, these are for underwater.
So they're two different ones, Jason. The ones will have an optional bone conduction headphones that are wired.
Oh, they're wired.
Question: and I'll just answer it. The Shocks are wireless bone conduction headphones that we don't make. They're third party. They're a very good company. They're good for running. I was able to pair them to the Legend 1. I don't have a Legend 2.
Yeah, man.
And they work. They work just fine. And they didn't seem to have a lag like some Bluetooth headphones can. But, don't buy Shocks, because of that. Do testing. If you have a friend that has one, I would test it first.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, any wireless, you want them to be low latency. I've paired non-low latency headphones, and although they work, they pair. Yeah. Listen, metal detecting is so specific. If you're getting that a little bit late, you're digging in the wrong hole. You're cutting things, you're hitting things. Don't risk it. Get the right ones. Let me see. I'll do one or two more, and then we're going to do the last giveaways. Doug, do you have any question while I'm scrolling for a question?
No, I'm trying to think of something, but she's covered everything.
I've got one.
Oh, you got one. I'm going to bring up this too, Mark, while you're getting, because someone asked me how many tones, and I thought there was a change deal, like where there was like an extra number of tones. Am I wrong? I haven't played with it a whole lot yet.
Three tone was added, so now we have 1 tone, 2 tone, 3 tone. It keeps on going. Pitch, 6 tone, 99 tones.
Okay, so there's a 2-tone, 3-tone, 4-tone, 6-tone amongst the larger tones.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds. And I think I told Mark, I noticed that on Park and Beach, the default is 2 tones on both. So I don't know what all the defaults are across the board, and they may change. This is still the prototype, but I thought that was an odd 2-tone instead of like a 3 or 4. Who knows what's going to be when the ultimate thing comes out? Yeah. Mark, did I interrupt you while I was scrolling for a last question?
One of the things when we were like kids on Christmas Eve, opening the presents early, I feel like, was I asked you about the Legend 1 height of the shaft versus the Legend 2.
Yeah.
And I sent you, because you're a rather tall bloke, I sent you the extended shaft because, all this time you didn't have it. And if you didn't know, guys, especially you beginners in chat, you don't want to have any kind of bend in your back, because that will create, your back will be sore by detecting after 4 or 5 hours. So we were pleasantly surprised that the Legend 2 is just a little bit taller, even with the Legend 1 having those extended shafts. And that was great to see.
Yeah.
I did it yesterday when I was on the phone with Mark. The shafts on the Legend 2 are different. They are, it's a different type of, you're probably familiar with it. You've seen them before, but it's not the same old. So I straightened it all the way out to see how long it would be. And it's actually, the Legend 2 can extend longer than the Legend 1 with the extended shafts, which you'd have to buy separately. And it shrinks down smaller than the Legend 1 did too. So it probably would fit in a backpack like ET, or you can climb a building with it. It gets so long. So definitely a lot more flexibility in there. Last one.
And now the coil can fold flat,
Yes. If you look at my thing here, do you mean fold flat like how I'm holding it right here, like flat like that? I know. This is a terrible setup, so forget it. It does fold flat, but I'm not sure if she meant it in a different way.
Yes, there's a reason the coil cable is more centered on the coil.
Or if I hold it like this, maybe.
If you look at the Legend, it's off to the side, so you can't move the coil flush to the shaft. Correct.
Yeah. So the layout of the wire comes up will enable you to lay it flatter, I think is what they're going with, right, Mark?
Right. Correct.
I think so. There was another one here. Will the same connection cord and external battery from the Legend 1 work on the Legend 2? Kind of two questions in one. I'm sure the power cord will work because I'm using the power cord now. But is the battery compatible?
No, we're going to have an optional external battery for this one too.
Oh, so the old Legend 1 external battery do not plug it into the Legend 2?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we should verify that.
We're going to verify that. That might just be a dummy battery. Yeah, but if it's too high and you overload the machine.
Well, the problem is also the connecting. If you look at the Legend 1, it has a little slot for that battery. It's very long and slender.
Oh, the mounting.
We're going to have a new external battery for the Legend.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So maybe it would physically work, but it won't mount. So you have to carry it in your hand, which is not really.
And I would have to confirm the first part. I'm not sure myself at this point.
So we'll check on that. Let me see. Any other questions? I'm just going to glance through real fast. I'm seeing questions that we already answered. We have to go back, guys. Coil size. A lot of these questions were already in there, so I don't want to revisit. All the frequencies are the same. And again,
pinpoint mode, Jason.
The pinpoint mode I'll show you is a little different in the sense that, all the Nokta users are used to holding down that pinpoint button in the bottom. But now the pinpoint button is this bottom left, and you don't have to hold it down. You hit it once. Now you're in pinpoint mode, and it stays in pinpoint mode. And the reason I say that is because you get now a target ID while you're in pinpoint mode, which is a brand new feature. So, if you have, especially if you have a coil on, there's a lot of things in the hole. With the pinpoint button, you can now distinguish, that's the nail side of the hole. This is my non-ferrous side of the hole. So that was a major upgrade. I'm glad you remembered it, Mark. That the pinpoint button, I didn't show the right button here, but this one over here. Right now I'm in pinpoint mode. You can see it down there. And, you're not going to get it because the machine, there we go. So you're seeing the target ID. Like I said, I got it in mute. I got the sensitivity all the way down. So you'll notice it better when I put some videos out. But yeah, it stays in pinpoint mode, and then you would come back in, get out of pinpoint mode, and you are, right back in your normal scanning mode. So that was a new one, Dilek. I like that. And I like the ID in pinpoint mode. I don't know if I had a machine that did that before.
Like I said, most of these new things came from the actual users of the Legend.
Yeah, everything I saw. So really cool. And what time is it? We got 3 minutes. I'll take one more question if you had it. While we're doing it, I'm going to run one more winner for Mark's last Advantage pack, and then we're going to give away the Nokta Legend 2. And hey, Doug, they'll be one of the first people in the world to get one. That's pretty exciting.
Awesome.
So last chance, guys, put it in. Let me bring up the thing again, Mark. This one will be for, let me stop and get rid of that. This will be for Mark's last Nokta Advantage pack. Are you ready, Mark?
I'm born ready.
Let me add this to the screen. I had to redo it again. So again, Legend 2, guys, put it in there. And Mark, give me a drum roll, please.
Oh my gosh. Can you do a drum roll?
Can anyone do a drum roll? Doug's is terrible. Doug's is terrible. Can anyone do a drum roll?
Dilek can roll the R's.
All right, let me hear Dilek. Oh, she's pretending like she's on mute. I'll just run. I'll have her do it for the machine. Here we go. Have her do it for the machine.
I should roll.
And it is Chispa 1972 for the last Advantage pack, which again is the pinpointer, hand digger, finds peg, hip holster or leg holster thing. Congratulations. And this draw again button, I'm going to draw it again in 1 minute for the Legend 2. I'm going to minimize it for a second because I want to thank Dilek and Mark for coming in. Dilek's been a detective all for, I don't even know, 3-4 days. They're long, tiring days on her feet too. I know she's exhausted. So thank you for coming on, Dilek, and telling us about the machine.
it's my pleasure, Jason. As always, it's my pleasure. And believe me, yeah, I mean, I was really tired, so I came to the hotel room. I got a couple of hours of sleep, and I told Mark to make sure to wake me up because I said I'm dead tired, and actually I've been up since 3 a.m. from last night. Yeah.
Oh, from last night. 3 a.m. your time, and you're in England right now. 3 a.m. your time.
Yeah. So I got up at 3 a.m. and I never went back to bed. And I was up all day. Then went to bed around. I think I fell asleep around 10 o'clock. And I told Mark, make sure you wake me up, and he did. But it's my pleasure. I would get up at 2, 3, 5, doesn't matter. My passion for this industry, for Nokta, for our detectors. And actually these are the days and the moments that I enjoyed the most. When we come out with a new product, I get so excited and I love talking about it. So thank you for having me on your show. And yeah, my pleasure. Like I said.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And Mark, you're also, thank you for facilitating, putting it all together. And let's bring it up, Doug. We're going to give it away. This next one is going to be for the proud winner of the brand new Nokta Legend 2 metal detector. I'm going to hit the draw again button. This one is for the world. So if you live in another country, wherever you live, put your zip code, your country code. Here we go. Mark, last chance to give me your best drum roll.
Okay, here it goes.
I'll take that. Here we go. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, Jeff.
Jeff Grissom.
Wow.
Jeff Grissom. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Jeff.
Thank you. Congratulations. Put it in the chat, Jeff Grissom. You are the proud new owner of, dare I say, the best machine on the planet. And I will verify that over the course of the next couple of days personally.
And I'll verify with Jason.
Yes, we will be in coots together verifying. Let's see. Jeff Grissom. There's a lot in the chat, so I'll see if he responds. And let me get rid of this so I can see everyone a little bit bigger. Let's see. I'm not even going to tell if he's here or not. There's a lot of people. Let's see. Jeff Grissom. Do you see him, Doug?
I don't. Not yet.
Let's see. I'm giving him a minute. And I'm hoping I don't miss it. And my moderator is in Chicago at the at the Chicago. So I'm doing it by myself.
Hey, while you're looking,
there he is. I see him. Right there. Jeff Grissom, congratulations, my friend.
Congratulations.
Email me after the show, Jeff, quarterhoarder@yahoo.com. And as long as your address matches that zip code, you, my friend, are a winner. Mark, Dilek, thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate you spending the night with me. I know all the hard work that you guys do. Everyone appreciates what Nokta does for the hobby, not only pushing the prices, the technology, the machinery, the customer service, second to none. So I know I'm on board, and I can't wait to see what the new machine does.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, guys. Once again, everybody who's been listening on the show, thank you, guys. Nokta Detectors, love you. I love you, and hope to see you. Hey, Jason, when am I going to see you? Thinking of hoping to see people.
Wednesday, you got to get over here to one of these things. I'll talk to you later, and we're going to get together.
Okay. Doug, thank you. Jason, thank you. And Mark, I'll talk to you later, of course. And Nokta Detectors, love you guys. Bye.
All right, take care, Dilek. See you later. The lovely Dilek, everybody. Dilek Gonulay. Am I pronouncing it right, Mark?
We guess every day.
Okay, I think it's Gonulay. It's spelled
every day.
It's spelled Gonulay. It's spelled.
Hold on. Mark.
I don't. Mark? You seem tired. I didn't want to bother you.
You're scared me.
She's so sleepy. She might pronounce her name wrong. I don't know. Is it Gonulay?
Actually, it's Gonulay.
What? Say that again.
Gonulay.
Oh,
what?
Just
that doesn't even match. That doesn't even match the letters. Yeah, that doesn't match the letters.
Because you don't have those letters in the English.
You've let me
alphabet.
say wrong for 14 years.
Yeah. What did you say? Say it again. It was like gulashkage or something. I'm gonna hear.
Gonulay.
Gonulay. Gonulay.
Gonulay. Yeah. So those, Mark, I knew, yes, you've been saying it wrong for 14 years because I know you're not going to make those sounds, and because you tried to make those sounds before and you sounded ridiculous, so.
Yeah, here's what. Oh, Kevin Huffler, is it googly eyes? Is that what it was? Dilek googly eyes?
I thought that was Barney Google.
Anyway,
oh my gosh.
I'm going to bed, guys. Have fun.
All right. See you later, Dilek. Thank you again.
Bye.
Never a dull day.
All right, I'll let her. I'm going to get her out. I know she's sleepy. Mark, thank you very much, my friend, for coming on, spending the day with us. I know you worked just as long today. Mark's got little ones at home, Doug. You know how it was chasing little ones around. You're busy.
Yeah.
So, and Mark helped me put this whole thing together too, because this is not easy to do. Everyone and their mother wanted to come to the table with this. So I have to thank Mark for putting this whole thing together and getting Dilek on the show the day it premiered. So thank you, Mark.
Well, I just want to say this is why we do what we do. And as Dilek said, the energy you get from this to see these hard work creations when they come to life, and reading comments like, this is awesome, I want to get this. This is why we do it. And, I love being here too. Like, you get a lot of energy and feeding off the buzz. So thank you so much, Jason, Doug. I had a great night tonight, and I do this all the time with you if you have me. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Mark. Like I said, I really appreciate our relationship. I know Dilek gets busy, but you're always in the corner. You're always doing whatever we need, always helping with the giveaways, always helping with guests. I really appreciate and enjoy the relationship we have. So thank you for putting it together, and go have a rest of your night with your family, my friend.
Good night, guys.
All right. Take care, brother.
Farewell.
All right, Doug, what do you think? We made it through. I was nervous, Doug.
All that anxiousness.
Well, it wasn't that I was like, what happened was I wanted this part to look so much nicer.
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to show people how it worked. And I guess I am, but it's just hard because if I move it too close, I hear the ringing in my ears next to my microphone. But look, I mean, the people that stay, because some people are here for the giveaway, which they're allowed to be.
Yeah. Hey.
But, the new machine, like I said, it's really neat. A lot of interesting features on there. A lot of familiarity, like I said, as I go through, with your different search modes, your recovery speeds. A lot of it is the same. Some things are different. Like I said, if I were to change this recovery speed and then the sensitivity, you see that stays up there. It was the last one I touched. Yeah. But if I were to come in to the same button, Doug, and go over and let's say I changed it to
different
let's say I changed it to single frequency 4, that stays up there. That's the last thing I touch. So the up and down arrows will affect the last thing you touched up top. Little things like that, which if you don't know the Legend 1, you're not familiar with it, I will have a full tutorial coming soon once I hear from Dilek that this software is the final software. I don't want to spend 12 hours and then they remove a feature that I just spent 12 hours on. So we will get to that in the future, but really exciting. Congratulations to all the winners. I hope all 4 of them email me, quarterhoarder@yahoo.com.
Right.
Send me your name, address, and I think I need a phone number, especially for the Legend 2, Jeff. I need a phone number because DHL needs a phone number. Right. Email me, and like I said, as long as your physical mailing address has the same zip code as in here, I am good to go.
And I suspect we'll be practicing with it tomorrow, even though it is a prototype.
Maybe we might be. I want to check with Mark and see because they're still doing some actual things with it. They might want it back and then give me a one when it's completed. They only had so many, and so I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to damage it or anything like that.
Right.
But yeah, I found out some cool things too. I did not think Dilek was going to give a price today. That was something we talked about all week, and I said, well, you don't have a price yet. I understand. I got to ask though. I don't want people to think like I'm not asking the key questions. How much? And I guess they determined, or at least close enough, that she gave a number, which I was really, really surprised.
And I know a lot must have had some preconceived ideas, because I saw numbers upwards of $1,700, $2,000. So I think she wanted to let everyone know it's still going to be a very reasonably priced piece of machinery. So everybody can be happy about that.
I agree. And, I know people in the chat and, that are savvy in the forums, and they know that Nokta is working on a lot of machines. They're a progressive company.
Yeah.
This one is very exciting. Will there be more in the pipeline? I can't say, but you can probably bet your darn tootin', rootin', cabootin' on it. So that's why I enjoy working with them. They always come out with new things, and I was really excited for the Legend 2. But Doug, I'm pretty tired, so I think I'm going to wind this show up. Yeah. Let me say a couple of hellos into the chat, because we didn't really get to see the chat a whole lot today. Let me get rid of this, so it's just me and look at that. See Johnny Hawthorne in here. History Seekers, I see, is in here. Did Jason say there will only be one version? Yeah. Yes, there'll be one version of the Legend 2, Heath, and that will be the Pro Pack only. Dilek said that the Legend 1, the regular Legend, will stay around for a little bit, but they may reduce the SKUs. So right now, Legend 1 is the plain Legend 1, the Legend WHP, which is the same Legend but comes with the Bluetooth headphones. And then the Pro Pack, I think over time they're going to get rid of some of them. And probably maybe just have the Legend 1 Pro Pack, or maybe, I don't know what their plans are. But at the moment, yeah, that's what they're going to do. Legend 2 is only available in the Pro Pack, kind of like the triple score. Like you get the triple score, you can't get it with one coil. It comes in that Pro Pack style that has double quarters. Smoking Louie, thank you, sir. Quarter Hoarder spray bottles. I don't think Dilek's going to really put them in there because I don't want to mail 1,000 spray bottles to Turkey just for her to put one in the box and send it to you, Smoking Louie. No, I doubt that would happen very much. Gigmaster is here. Gigmaster sent me a photo earlier today. That's not Gigmaster, but that's Laura. Do you like Laura? Sent me a photo of all his rings so far from 2025, Doug. I don't have the pic. It was a busy day. I didn't have it loaded, but what a year he's having. So everybody, thank you very much. Cape Cod Father is here. 5 Mile Relic Hunter, Papa, Mike D, Crazy Diggin, Ron Hall. Thank you, everybody, for spending the night with us. I'm sorry everyone didn't win. But, we have a lot of giveaways throughout the year, Doug. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure there'll be another. And, hey, if they were tuned in watching us, they were winners.
That's right. Everyone was a winner in our book. So, all right, we're going to get out of here, Dougie. Any last words before I call it a night?
Yeah, anybody that's inquiring of the shadow behind me.
Oh, hold on.
Where do you go?
I'm turning off the Legend.
It's my buddy from Florida is up to do some dirt fishing and regular fishing for the week. So,
okay, that's Chris Fallon, who's usually in the chat, who is up for the day. So, Chris will be here. Welcome, Chris, to the lovely area that we live in.
Yeah.
And all right, I'm gonna
wait to check out the machine. It looks awesome.
What's that?
I can't wait to check out the machine. It looks awesome. The Legend 2 is.
I'll bring it tomorrow. I don't know if we'll use it tomorrow or not. But I'll probably bring it. But listen, you have to sign an NDA and you have to swear to secrecy, and I have to cut off. I have to remove one of your. Well, I'm not going to say. All right. Well, Doug, great shout out to Chris. Thank you. And I'm going to get out of here. I'm really tired. Oh, and guys, I forgot to mention the pre-orders will be available. We don't know the exact price yet. She gave a ballpark of it. Yeah. But if anybody wants one, you want to be first in line, first one. Some people have a good hookup here. Email me, quarterhoarder@yahoo.com. We're going to put together a list. I'm not taking anybody's money. I just need a list, logical order. And when they come in, hey, if you're a friend, we'll go down the list and we'll fulfill them all. So if you want one, let me know and I'll have more information. I'll keep you in the loop as they're coming in. And what I find out, you'll find out. And like I said, when they get here, you'll be one of the first. So, all right, Doug, I'm going to wind it up, though. My voice is hoarse, and I got to get ready for the big day tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, all right. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. happy hunting, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.